So good morning, class 8. Today we'll revise chapter number 11, force and pressure, with the help of MCQs. So question 1 is, the pressure which is exerted by air around us is known as, yes Varuni?
Atmospheric pressure.
Yes, atmospheric pressure. Next is force per unit area, Neha Jain, is known as, yes Neha?
Ma'am, pressure.
Yes, it is known as pressure.
Ma'am, pressure.
Okay. Dash is exerted, yes Anshika Agarwal? The dash exerted by an object on another object is known as,
push or pull.
yes, it is a push or pull. And push or pull, you know, that is known as force. The force exerted by earth to pull the object towards itself. Rest children can also raise hand. Ananya Jain. That is known as
Gravitational zone.
gravitational force. So children, side by side from this you can learn the definitions also. Number 5, muscular force is also called. Children, anybody else can also raise hand. Yes, Prateksha? What's the answer for it?
Contact force.
Yes, it is a contact
Contact.
force. Okay. So muscular force is a contact force, and you know the contact force is a force when it comes into play when we touch the particular object. That's why it is known as a contact. And non-contact force act from a distance. That act from a distance. Yes, Harshit Deshwal. Question number 6. Harshit, the force exerted by a charged body on the other charged body. Which force it is? Harshit, give any of the option. Any answer? Aditya Jain.
Gravitational force.
No, beta. The force exerted by a charged body on the another charged body. We are talking about the charged bodies. Which type of force?
Force.
Tanya. It's electrostatic force, beta. That act that remains. Yes, electrostatic force that remain for some time. It's not a permanent change. The force, next is the force changes the dash of motion. So what can be changed with the help of a force? Anya, roll number 1. RF Segal.
Ma'am, all of these.
All of these, because motion of an object can change. Can I have an example of this motion of the body? RF Segal. While applying a force, the motion of an object can be changed. How? Any of the example can I have? Or
Ma'am, because if you
Yes.
will apply pressure on the body, it will obviously change its force.
I am
It's
asking.
direct.
Yes. Can you give me explain with the help of an example? I am asking about example. Any of the example you give this, that if you are pushing a table, if you are pushing a toy,
Ma'am,
it
for
changes its.
example, a football.
Yes.
If you will kick the football, it will obviously definitely change its direction.
And that will come. We are talking about motion. So that will come into motion. If you are putting a
Yes.
kick to a football, it comes into motion. Okay. Next, speed of the object. How it can change the speed of an object. Yes, Ashit Garg, Ivanshi, Pari Agarwal. I want the answers. Pari Agarwal, Raghav. You can raise your hands. Ivanshi, Naman, Ashit. Nobody know the answer that by applying a force. Yes, Pari Saxena. Yes, Pari.
Ma'am, B, muscular force.
Okay, fine. It is how I am asking. Give me an example. I'm asking for the examples. Yes, Varuni.
Let's take an example. If we kick a ball with more pressure, it will move faster. or with the low pressure, it moves slowly.
Okay. So speed of an object can be changed by applying a force. How, Anya, tell me about the shape of the body. How can you change the shape of the body?
Ma'am, for example, cushion. If we push cushion or uh, um, we apply force to it, it changes shape.
I am asking for the example. If you are putting force on an object, any of the object, then what happens? Like squeezing a lemon, sponge, rubber band. You are stretching a rubber band. The shape of an object gets changed. I am asking about this. And for the example, that direction, how the direction of an object can be changed, that is by applying cricket. If you used to play cricket and apply a force on the ball can go in any of the direction. Even with the this bat, ball and bat cricket you play, the ball can go in any of the direction. So means by applying a force, the direction of object can be changed, and you can stop a moving object even. Okay, moving object can be stopped. Next, I was asking about the example, so you have to give the examples of it, children. एग्जाम्पल लेके आपको समझाना है. Yes, Saksham Tiwari. Answer 8. Give the answer of question number 8. Pari Agarwal.
Can I give?
Yes, Tanya. The force
Muscular
exerted. Yes, the force exerted by our muscle is known as a muscular force. Can you give them a few examples of muscular force? More examples of muscular force. Yes, Pari. Want to give more examples? Yes, Tanya, Pratiksha.
I'm lifting a weight.
Lifting a weight. Okay. Even lifting your bag, school bags. Or few more examples I want of muscular force. Saksham Tiwari, Varuni.
Mm, Ma'am, like walking, running, bending.
Okay, fine. These all are the examples of muscular force. Means, but force, yeah, that are the examples of muscles. You are using the muscle. Muscular force means if you are doing some work with the muscles, like you are closing and shutting the door, closing and opening the door, muscles are applying. You are drawing the water from the well, muscles are, you are doing muscular work. Any of the work which we are doing in the kitchen or any other, we are this pushing a table, pushing or pulling a table, chair. So that all are the examples of muscular force. Okay, because we are using our muscles, or the actions of muscle is used for the work to be done. Next is a kilogram weight is equal to 1 kg is equal to how much? Yes, Ananya Jain.
I'm 9.8 Newton.
Yes, it is 9.8 Newton. So the B option is the correct one. Question number 10. A spring balance is used for measuring what? Mass. Yes, Anshika.
Ma'am, it's weight.
Weight, mass, pressure, speed. So spring balance is used to measure the weight. Question number 11. Two boys A and B are applying force on a block. If the block moves towards the boy A, which one of the following statement is correct for it? Block जो है that moves towards boy A. So read the options. Magnitude of force applied by A is greater than that of B. Magnitude of force applied by A is more than B. So tell me.
Ma'am, B.
It's B is the magnitude of force applied by A is smaller. Yes, that's why that block is moving towards. Yes, Neha, want to say something? What will be the answer? He has given the B option.
Ma'am, magnitude of force applied by A is greater than of B.
The block moved towards the boy A. बेटा boy A की तरफ move कर रहा है ना, तो it means A had applied a less force. So B option is the correct one. ठीक है? The block is moving towards A. So it means the force applied by A is less. Next, number question 12. When two forces act in the opposite direction, their net force acting is the sum of the two forces, difference of the two forces, both of these forces. Ashit Gar, can I have the answer? Anshika Goel, Harshit Deshwal, Naman Rana, Prabsif Raghav, Saksham Tiwari, Surbhi Seni. Again and again that children are giving the answers. Rest also can try. Yes, Anshika Agarwal.
Ma'am, difference between two forces.
Yes, it will be the difference between the two forces. And if the net forces are acting in the same direction, then what will be the answer?
Sum of two forces.
Then
Ma'am,
the sum of two
forces.
forces. Yes. So this type of the question may also be there, that if when two forces act in the opposite direction or in the same direction. If they are acting in the opposite direction, then the difference will be then it will be the difference between the two forces, and if it will be in the same direction, that will be the sum of two forces. So I hope this concept is clear to you. And effect of force, you should also know that what is the effect of force. Next is the strength of force is expressed by its. How we can express the strength of force? Weight, magnitude, mass, longitudinal. So it is a magnitude. Please fall down on the ground due to which force? Electrostatic, gravitational.
force.
Yes, it is by the
Gravitation.
gravitation. So because the earth is having a special attraction, special force by which it attracts. Naman Rana, Ashit Garg, Harshit Deshwal. Again, I am taking your names. Didn't get any answer from your side. Ivanshi even. State of motion is described by state of motion. Position at rest, position of motion, both. So what can be the answer? If we say that the object is in motion, Pari Agarwal, Prabseft, Priyanshi, Raghav, Saksham Vasanwal, Tanisha, Surbhi. Can I have the answer from these children? Yes, Pari.
Ma'am, both.
Yes,
Both.
both. How it can be both? It's mentioned here that state of motion. State of motion कैसे describe होगा बेटा? If it will be the at rest, then we can't say that it will be at in the motion. So both position of motion. Okay. When the object will be in motion. Yes.
I have read it written. I'll send you a picture of pic of it. I have read there.
What, beta? I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am, it's written in full marks
What?
guide.
Yes.
This question is there and it's
So,
written both.
so beta, you tell me you give me a particular reason for it. How it can be possible? State of motion. Both by state of rest or of motion. If the object will be at rest, we can't say that it is in the motion. Or if you want to give the answer C, you have to describe why it is so. Give the appropriate explanation for it. Question number 16.
Okay.
When the hammer strikes the gong of an electric bell, which of the following force is responsible for the movement of hammer? So which force is responsible? Yes, Prateksha?
Magnetic force alone.
Magnetic force? Yes, because electric when a hammer strike the gong of electric bell, so magnetic force comes into play because there it says it's not magnetic, it's electrostatic, beta. It's not magnetic because magnet is not there. It's an electrostatic force. For some time it comes into play. It get wait, let me check it. It can be magnetic also because when the electric bell is there, we are using electricity in that. Electrostatic can also be there. And magnetic, I think magnetic can also be there because that gets attracted by the, yes, it behaves like a magnet and it get attracted by the iron, and then the gong strike. Okay, let's continue with the next part. Question number 17. During dry weather, while combing hair, sometimes we experience hair flying apart. What can be the reason for it? So it will be the electrostatic force. Read question number 18 and 19 and try to give the answers for it. 18 and 19. Yes, Tanya, you have raised hand. What can be the answer for it? 18 का आंसर बता दीजिए मुझे. A container is filled with the water as shown in the figure. Which of the following statement is correct about the pressure of water? This question is from the activities of pressure. You know pressure increases with depth. Now you can tell me.
Ma'am, A.
A पे तो pressure ज़्यादा है. I'm saying pressure increases with the depth. It means C पे pressure सबसे ज़्यादा है.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm saying pressure increases with depth. So it means D part क्या show करता है? Pressure at A is less, B पे उससे less है और C पे उससे less है. इसका मतलब pressure at C is more. Okay, got it? Two objects repel each other. This repulsion could be due to, what can be the reason for it?
Frictional force only.
Repulsion is there, beta. Two objects repel each other.
Magnetic force only.
Magnetic, or you can say that frictional force जो है आपकी, that acts in the opposite direction. Yes, that can also be the answer. Yes, Varuni?
Magnetic force only.
Magnetic force only. In friction force, we just consider that that force always act in the opposite direction.